Good morning, dear students. Let's study about molecules. A molecule is a group of two or more atoms that are chemically bonded together. That is, they are tightly held together by attractive forces. A molecule can be defined as the smallest particle of an element or a compound that is capable of an independent existence and shows all the properties of that substance. Atoms of the same element or of different elements can join together to form molecules. Like we have studied in case of atoms, that atoms are the smallest particle, they cannot exist independently. But molecules, they are capable of independent existence. And how do these molecules are formed? They are formed when atoms of the same or different elements join together. Molecules of elements. The molecules of an element are constituted by the same type of atoms. Molecules of many elements such as argon, helium, etc. are made up of only one atom of that element. So, they are called monoatomic elements. But this is not the case with most of the non-metals. For example, a molecule of oxygen consists of two atoms of oxygen and hence it is known as a diatomic molecule and is written as O2. If three atoms of oxygen unite into a molecule instead of usual two, we get ozone and thus the molecule becomes a triatomic molecule. Atomicity. The number of atoms constituting a molecule is known as its atomicity. For example, the atomicity of hydrogen molecule is 2. The atomicity of H2S, that is hydrogen sulfide, is 3. Because in case of hydrogen sulfide, 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 sulfur is present. What is an ion? An ion is a charged particle and it can be negatively or positively charged. A negatively charged ion is called an anion and the positively charged ion is called a cation. For example, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is made up of constituent particles sodium, Na positive carrying positive charge and negatively charged chloride ion Cl negative. Ions may consist of a single charged atom or a group of atoms that have a net charge on them. Polyatomic ions. A group of atoms carrying a charge is known as a polyatomic ion. For example, ammonium ion, which is represented as NH4+. Hydroxide ion, OH negative. Sulfate ion, SO4 2 negative, etc. Chemical formula. The chemical formula of a compound is a symbolic representation of its composition. The chemical formulae of different compounds can be written easily. To write chemical formulae, valency is very important. Now, what is this valency? The combining power or the combining capacity of an element is known as its valency. The valency can be used to find out how the atoms of an element will combine with the atoms of another element to form a chemical compound. Rules for writing chemical formulae. So, for writing any chemical formula of any chemical compound, we must follow some rules. First rule is cross multiply the valencies of the elements to form the formula. Like you can see in this image, first of all we have to write the symbols of each constituent elements present in the chemical compound, and then we have to write the charges or valencies, and then cross multiply the valences of elements. Rule number second says, when a compound consists of a metal and a non-metal, the name or symbol of the metal is written first. For example, calcium chloride. In calcium chloride, calcium is the metal, and that is why the symbol of calcium is written first, like as CaO. Sodium chloride, in sodium chloride, sodium is metal and the metallic symbol is written first. Iron sulfide, iron is a metal and sulfur is a non-metal, thus the formula becomes FeS. Similarly, if we talk about magnesium chloride, magnesium is a metal and its symbol is written first and then the symbol of chlorine. Rule number third says, in compounds formed with polyatomic ions, the ion is enclosed in a bracket before writing the number to indicate the ratio. For example, if we talk about the symbol of calcium hydroxide, so the symbol of elements are written first. We have written calcium, and for hydroxide we have written OH. Then we have to write their charges or valences. Calcium carries 2 positive charge, whereas hydroxide carries 1 negative charge. Now we have to cross multiply the valences, and after this what we get the formula like CaOH2. Now since this OH is a polyatomic ion, so we have to enclose it in a bracket so that it indicates the correct ratio. Similarly, in case of sodium nitrite, NaNO3, it becomes Na carries +1 charge and NO3 carries -1 charge. So the formula becomes NaNO3. Now we have not enclosed the NO3 in bracket as it is an polyatomic ion, because in both these cases the valences or charges, they are balanced, so no need to enclose it in bracket.